Mello. Hey, run the intro. Run the intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Let's Talk Show. We care, we listen, and we try our best to help you guys out. I'm alongside my beautiful co-host, Shonda, Isaiah. Listen, so how are y'all doing? We have not been live in I don't know how long. How y'all doing?
It's been a minute since we did a stream.
Well, y'all know my favorite thing is the live because it's those scripts. We can't run it back. We can't do none of that. We just gonna have to go with the improv with the punches. Okay.
Right.
So we in studio. We in studio B. That's what we're gonna say. When we at our house, we're gonna say studio B. Y'all. And I just want to say, if Queen interrupt anything, she's getting a whooping out there. I just want.
First of all, Michael Vick Jr. Go ahead and go to prison. Go ahead. You know people care about them dogs more than they do humans. So you be that dog you want to and see what happens. Not into the play. I'm not coming to see you either.
You never know. You never know. So y'all, we want to thank Mello. Mello is in the house. You know, she has been working with me since this year, so I'm super excited. Well, let's go ahead and roll with this show. First, we got Kayla Nicole, y'all. Kayla Nicole is pregnant with her newborn. We don't know if it's a male or we don't know if it's a boy or girl yet.
That way still snatched.
But she's 20 years old. So you guys, at age 20, how do y'all feel like, you know, Kayla got money, so it's easier versus like a regular like teen mom.
What you mean?
She got big bucks.
I mean, but what you mean by she's 20?
I mean, most people, you know, if you're having a kid at a young age, it's like struggles, but she's already bringing her newborn into a big house.
Well, for anybody that's watching that had a child at a young age, go ahead and comment and let us know how it was raising a child at a very young age. Because I
she's
can't
not very young though.
But I mean, I guess you can say that 20 or she was 18 when she had her first child.
She was 18. I mean, 20 is not bad,
it's not really a great age because I mean, you know, you basically just really starting life and
I mean, but
getting out into the world. So, you know, I guess it was better for her because of the platform she was on. You know, she may be a little bit more financial than some of us are, but I mean, you know, hey, I'm 35 and I don't have any kids yet, and I still don't feel stable enough to bring a child in the world. So, you know, with that being said, to be a teenage mother or a young mother, I'd probably be bald head, slap, edges gone, all kinds of stressed out. You know what I'm saying? Because you just really want to make sure your child have a good life. So, I couldn't imagine at a young age not really knowing life myself to have a child or someone else I'm responsible for.
Right.
So,
I mean, as for me, I've always said that I want 6 kids. So I'm trying to I think 25. I think 25 may be a good number for me, a good age for me to have the kids. As far as 20, congratulations to Kayla Nicole because I mean she does an amazing job. So I mean, it seems like when she, you know, came out with her television show that, you know, her and her husband, because I think, you know, they engaged or whatever, husband, they produced a really good show. And, you know, I really like them. They always welcome to the Let's Talk Show anytime, you know, that they want to, we can always accept them. Okay,
anytime. So we have some comments. My sister said 25. Hell no, sir. Hell no. She said hell no. Somebody else said no, for real. Media for it.
That's my cousin.
Real. So definitely, y'all come on, elaborate, guys, why y'all say no, because I'm like with me. No, like I said, I'm 35 and ain't stable, so having one that young, but guess what that baby would be with my mama. My baby would be
had my first at 21. Had my first at 21. See, I feel like in your 20s, I mean, you still got life to live, but at the end of the day, you got to remember it depends on where you at in life. So if you feel like you're comfortable enough to do it, then,
I mean, not saying anything about your cousin, but at 21 or that age, where are you really low? Where are you really at? Because like I said, life is really just starting. So you bringing someone else into this world, and you're basically still a kid yourself. You got to grow up like faster than you probably would want to if you didn't have a child. Because a lot of times 21-year-olds are in college.
But whoever said there was a correct time or an age limit to have a kid, because at the end of the day, they say at 30 it's a high risk pregnancy when you getting up into them ages.
No, that's just what they say.
That's what the doctor said. That's what the doctor said. Now.
So but they don't know your body. But you're right. Nobody has ever said that there was a right time or wrong time to have a kid. But it's all your preference. Like I said, I'm 35 and I don't have any kids, and I still don't feel like I'm stable enough where I want to be financially to bring another life into this world. That's just me. But like I said, if I was 18 years old or anywhere down that line with a child, that baby would have been my mama. Because
that's what I say. I mean, I can't. Honestly, I'll say that I don't think I'll be able to have a child just right now, because there's a lot of things that I still want to experience. Well, all ages you still want to experience, but like right now, I'm still want to have a good time. Like I want to go on vacations and trips and stuff. And with me having a child, it will be like a backtrack, I guess. What y'all think about
that? Take your child with you.
I wouldn't say back.
Well, I know a lot of teenage, parents, or just say teenager. Say we just say up under 22. I know some, but they friends push them to the side because the kids is in the way and stuff like that. So I mean, you can really just look at it two ways. Because after 25, you kind of like living that adult life, or sometimes after 30, you're living that adult life. Like up under that, you still like want to have a good time and stuff.
Well, my sister said that it's so much more than people think it is. If you're not ready to sacrifice your wants and your needs for the well-being of someone else, then you're not ready. And that's right. True. That's so true. That's right, because it's a lot of sacrifices you have to make when you have a kid. Like, it's no longer about you. So she has a point. But everybody that's watching, if you are a mother or a father, don't put my business out in the streets like that.
Let us know. How you see the? See, I don't see the comments.
Don't put my business out like that.
Okay, now let's talk about the shopping now. Tiffany brought it up. Let's talk about the shopping. Now, if you like, well, me, I like to order stuff now. So if you got a kid, how you gonna deal with your shopping and your spending wise? You gotta spend wisely.
You really ain't got. I mean, you really ain't got no shopping or spending on your stuff like that. Like, even my mama said it. You really don't got no shopping and spending.
Listen. My child gonna get everything because that's just it.
Shauna, you not
right, because that's good. That's good because you waiting on that time.
No, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna be that mom where my child is dressed and impressed but can't read or write. No, ma'am, no.
But she gonna be looking decent. But she gonna be looking decent though.
My child gonna be fly and know everything he or she needs to know. That's one thing I will not be raising is no fresh dummies.
Okay, say it more time.
No.
Say it more time. Hashtag
no, I will not be raising a fresh dummy.
Hashtag you're not raising no fresh dummy in the comments.
No, will not. But my sister didn't have to call me out like that because Everybody know that's what I love to do. I love to.
Well, I will say, you know, with my mom having 11 kids and stuff, I'm pretty sure that she had to make a lot of sacrifices. You know, hashtag no first time. Talk about
right.
It. You know,
she definitely had to make some.
She had to make some sacrifices and stuff. You know,
with it's me, just like, more.
Even though I'm not a father, like I'm a father figure to my siblings and stuff too. So it's like, you know, I mean, I understand now. Like,
but it's slightly different, though.
I mean, it is different and stuff because, like, you know,
slightly.
I do a lot of things for them.
What makes it slightly different? Because I'm pretty sure if they
because
because
at the end of the day, but there's a difference.
You said no,
I said all the time. No, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I was finna say, wait a minute, you got to be a father figure not willing to buy these children. But here,
I know that, but look, you got there's two differences though. It's a priority, and then there's sometimes where it's not a priority. Those are your siblings still. My sisters and them, they still get whatever they want though, whenever they ask for it. But here's the thing, it's not my priority to do it for them. That's my mom's job. That's my mom's job.
You're selfish. You know, you selfish.
No, that's not selfish. That's not selfish.
What if they're asking you because they already asked their mom or your mom and she can't get it at the moment? So they're like, okay, let's hit up Big Bro.
Do you not know how old I got my sister when she got her first ever phone?
I mean, I'm just saying, still, if I had younger siblings like you,
I got a lot.
That weren't grown, they probably be spoiled rotten. But I had told my mom, I was joking with her the other week when she was at the hospital, and I told my brothers.
But I'm not. But look.
I told her no process on my car. That if my mama was to have a baby, like if I had a brother or sister right now that was like a baby, that child probably would live me or be rotten.
But see, okay, let's talk about that before we change subjects. Let's talk about that, like growing up with your nieces and nephews, like that's at the same age you or you're like way older.
Well, I can't speak in that conversation, so because none of mine.
But look, here's
your siblings. Your siblings.
Oh,
yeah.
What about it?
Like, okay, so for example, if your mom had a baby now and you're the age that you at now, like, how does that make you feel? I always wanted to ask somebody that. Like,
I'm gonna slap Renee face. What would you
I'm just like you,
baby. Let me say something. I'm gonna slap her. Sister girl gonna have to fight me. We're gonna be fighting. I'm gonna knock her glasses off her face, but I'm gonna slap her. Cause what was you thinking?
Right. Or in the black community, say for example, you know, say if I'm like, you know, 35 and my mom like, you know, 50 something or whatever. Wait, hold on. Wait, I said that wrong.
Well, you know that happens anyway, because you have a lot of times have children that are almost grown or out of the house and they end up having a baby. So you know, like I have some family members that are the same age as their uncle or their auntie, and they're older.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's not uncommon or whatever, because like I said, you'll have people that have children that are 16, 17 years old, and then next thing you know, boom, they got an infant baby. Shoot me now. Like I couldn't imagine fixing to have my house scot free of children, and then I go to the doctor and they tell me, "Ma'am, you're pregnant." Who is? You can have this baby because I'm not keeping it.
But look, see, but here's the thing, though. The way I think about helping out my siblings, I think about helping them out as in generational wealth. I help them go up in life. That's that versus giving out so much. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. You see T.I., he don't really give his children everything.
They work
for technical, and he's rich.
Yeah.
But he makes them do. He puts them in their own lane of doing whatever they want to do.
But see, the thing about that is that he has the avenues that they need to get to where he wants them to go. So it's not like you don't have those avenues that T.I. have to get your siblings where you want them to go. You're gonna have to work for it, just like they're gonna have to work for it or whatever. Right. But it gets a little crazy sometimes for me when people be like, "Oh, this is my idol," or "I do this," or "I do this," but I look up to them and they trying to give you advice, like how everybody was dogging the Kardashians a couple months ago when they were giving advice on how to get money. You don't know how to get money because you came from money.
Well,
so
I always respect
for you. It's gonna be for me.
Right. I always respect people that get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, if if they are rich already, it's easier for them to work for versus if the parents are not, because they know they gonna get it. All they gotta do is go do it. You know what I'm saying? If I got $1 million and I gotta go throw a football, and if I don't like throwing the football, I'm gonna try to throw that football as far as I can for that $1,000. Now, if my mama ain't got $1,000, why I'm gonna waste my time going out there? You know what I'm saying?
See, but that's also why I like T.I. though, because he does that exact same example for like how he don't give them everything. He don't give them everything, even though he's rich. When he say he's rich, it's not the kids that's rich. He's rich, not his kids. He's gonna get them there though.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's move on, you guys. So, have y'all seen Big Sexy going viral for posting his old man, you know, quote unquote, and his new man? Have y'all seen that?
Nope. I have not.
So this is Big Sexy. This is Big Sexy new man.
Why did it look like Spectacular from the back?
This is Big Sexy new man. Okay. Do we got a picture of Big Sexy old man? Do we got a picture of Big Sexy old man? If not, his name is.
But we can't even really see the new man. We just see him from the back. So
we just see him from the
back. He didn't really post a.
Have anybody seen him from the front?
So look. So okay. So Bentley goes. So Bentley, I think that's the boyfriend name. His name is Bentley Benz, right? So Bentley Benz had
This the new boyfriend or the ex-boyfriend?
This is the ex-boyfriend. This is the one that Big Sexy came out with. You know, Big Sexy normally do not post any of his relationships online. So Big Sexy posts him, you know, they was together for, 3 weeks. We'll just say 3 weeks. They was together for 3 weeks. Let's say, the guy goes on a rampage. He goes on live. He get interviewed. One of them, he got interviewed by my friend the Judge Scott. And he just goes on a rampage talking about Big Sexy. Said Big Sexy, everything that he say he own is rented. I'm not knocking anybody for renting anything. But he was saying that he stink, the spray race line. He just goes on this big rampage, right? So then Big Sexy, he goes on a rampage, talk about him saying that that he wasn't nothing, blase, right? So Big Sexy posts the new boyfriend in a week. Now I just want to talk about how fast you guys move on from a relationship, and just keep it real. It's the Let's Talk Show. We keep it real over here. How fast do y'all move on from a relationship? Y'all was just viral.
I don't move fast on from relationships. I don't get in them fast.
Okay, so you don't get in them fast.
Not fast at all, because that's 3 weeks. I done probably dated somebody for 8 months tops.
Within a month, he put 2 different guys out. Shana, what's your thoughts on that?
Not cute.
Well,
I ain't know he had a man.
Listen, y'all, my sister is retarded. She might like me, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a difference in a relationship and a friendship. Like me, if I'm talking to a dude and he start getting on my nerves, I'm gonna move on. I move on like that, like friendship wise. Now, relationship wise, it's according on your connection with the person or whatever. Like if you feel like it's a chance for y'all to get back together or not, you know what I'm saying? How fast you move on. But my whole issue with this whole thing right here with him and his ex is the fact of how his ex put out all his business. I just feel like he was an op from the beginning, because if you get with me and then we leave each other or whatever, and you go tell all my business, like you was plotting on me from the beginning. And whether he know it or not, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing but help Big Sexy, because he's still booked and busy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that stopped him like he was trying to do it. So the thing about it is you really just hurt yourself more than you hurt him. He's still getting money. But I just feel like this whole little situation was a setup, because why did you really get with this man or whatever if you was gonna do all this in the end? Because I feel like that was your agenda from the gate. Like anybody that do anything like that, you was an enemy from the beginning. So
we do have a chance of interviewing him, so we could probably just set that up and just see what he said. But my thing is, me and Big Sexy, we got pictures together, whatever.
Big Sexy, with who?
He with the Bentley guy. See what he said? It's really done and over with. I really don't care. Big Sexy no longer friends with me, I guess, because the time that Bentley came onto my live. But I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I always just tell people that you can't really, control some things, I guess. But anyway, that's Big Sense and his new man or whatever. I'm pretty sure we'll start talking again. I'm not really worried about it.
Well, I mean, so it really is what it is. But at the end of the day, like I said,
mean, you could still interview him. He just said it's,
No, Big Sexy said no, he will never charge me that from the beginning. But anyway, what are y'all thoughts on that? I just brought it up because the people wanted to see it.
You said what you said?
I said I just brought it up because the people want to know. But what my thoughts were.
I didn't know the people. I didn't know the people want to know because I don't really care. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I ain't getting no money from it. I ain't getting no money from it. So I just wish him the best, and I hope Bentley can move on past this because it seems like he really hurt. He thought he was gonna get some moves off of this,
right?
And you
right.
Really
show Bentley one more time, Mello. Show Bentley one more time. The other guy, the chocolate one. Now y'all see what he done went and did though.
What he do?
He really gonna get a Jeep just like Big Sassy. And you gotta go. You gotta go to his page because he been modeling and swinging his head back and forth and hopping on cars just like Big Sassy. So, do you think he a reflection of Big Sassy? Can you be a reflection of your boyfriend and girlfriend?
Well, first of all, whoever you get with, you know what I'm saying, y'all become a reflection of each other. But
they
at the end of the day.
It's only been 3 weeks.
If that's what Big Sexy like, then hey, I'm here for it. I mean, he the only one in that relationship got to put up with it. Folks gonna say whatever they want to say. We don't know how that man was treating Big Sexy behind the doors. We don't know what he was doing, whatever in that little situation. So hey, more power to him. I hope him and his new man work out. I wish them all the best. Because I just remember him saying, "What the hood niggas said?" Because we be looking for them.
he said Big Sexy stank. Now I'm gonna say one thing. Now I don't been around Big Sexy numerous of times, but Big Sexy ain't never stopped. So I don't know what he talking about.
I don't know why people always assume. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say assume, but want to put out there like a big person stink. Yeah. Like we babes. Like well, I know I do. One thing.
But we know you smell good and look good and ain't gonna be clean. I can't say that about everybody, but we can say that.
But
about
he said he got boo-boo stains in his drawers.
It don't even matter about eyes.
No.
He said he got boo-boo stains in his drawers.
Wow, wait a minute. Now that's a little different. No, that's different.
Wait a minute.
Y'all heard what he said when he came on there. He talking about, so man, sometimes I get up out the toilet and I forget to wipe one more time. Hey, I'm gonna come back to it later.
Y'all, this right here done took it to a whole nother level because he said that man got stains in his drawers. He didn't even have to put his business out like that. Like, I'm just mad.
He was doing too much. But
he wasn't saying if he stink, he wasn't saying that when he was hitting it or however they were doing it.
Well, you know what though? Word on the
I was confused.
What he said part. Him and Big Sexy never done anything. So my thing is if y'all ain't never had sex, then what was your point of being with him? Because if you're attracted to somebody, you're gonna have sex with them unless you're gonna wait until marriage. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But,
no.
I mean,
just because you're attracted doesn't mean you gotta have sex.
No, you
That's
don't have
to
be. He said you don't have to be attracted. Yeah, you don't have to have sex with them if you're attracted to them. But I just don't feel like they was boyfriend or whatever and didn't. Because why you putting all this man business out there?
He maybe got undressed in front of him.
Right. What Tiffany
said? That don't mean his name. Right. That does not mean that. Like, come on.
No. I said he probably got undressed in front of. I'm
pretty sure he probably got undressed.
I like mine's BBW. Type that take you out to eat some lunch with you.
He probably saw it then.
Is that what you saying, Rashid?
That's what I say. I like mine's a little thickness. Type that take you out to eat some lunch with you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You know.
Right. So moving on. Okay, so I don't know how many of you guys get road rage, but it's a girl that got arrested. Brittany Griffith. She got arrested in Carrollton, Georgia, for shooting a teenager by the name of Ashlyn Crouch. It says teen road rage shooting victims thank God every day.
Wrong person.
Yeah. The other one. It says teen road rage shooting victims thank God every day she's alive. I mean, that's very powerful. It's also said that Ashley Crowd 17 knows how close she came to losing her life, young life after she was shot during a road rage incident. The doctor was telling me 1 centimeter to the right and I would have been gone, she said. Wow, so she don't realize that, that she's a blessing. And I always tell people road rage is very, very serious. Like the other day I was riding down the interstate or whatever, and I got real bad because somebody like to cut me off. I honked the horn and everything. But I mean, you never know. I always tell myself, like, don't do too much because people be
I ain't even gonna honk my horn. Let me tell you something. If somebody being rude or having road rage, which some, what I'm saying, I have road rage too, but I don't say nothing to the person. Like, I just like, move, stupid, get out of the way. Why you trying to laugh? But the thing about it is, like,
come right here.
No, I'm not even gonna do that because I love my life and I
think I'm too funny. I think I'm too funny and I'll wave at you.
Right, but see, they can take that wrong. But in a split second, things happen, things change, just like it did with this young lady. Like, I'm sure she was not expecting to be shot in the face. Period. For a road rage situation. Ooh. Like, no, look at this. This is a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really had to have something going on that day for you to want to shoot this child in her face because you pissed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now look at you. You probably get aggravated assault charges, you know what I'm saying? Maybe attempted murder. Like, come on, bro. Was it all worth it? You could have just kept on going. Like, turn your music up. Listen a little bit more. Let me tell you something. I ain't pulling
She said turn your music up just a little bit more.
And they said it was kids that was in the car too. So
yes, her kids were in the car. So of course she got endangerment of children or cruelty to children, whatever. But still, like, in a split second, your life changed because of a decision that you made that could have been avoided. Like, I'm not following. I'm not having it.
But you think I'm about to allow you to shoot at me and I'm not gonna hit you with my car? Girl, I'm about to boom, knock you out.
No, I think
we're gonna park me up out of this. Because
she probably wasn't even thinking that quick on the face. Because if somebody shoots you in your face, you're not gonna have time to react. You know what I'm saying? You moving your car, hitting them with your car because your adrenaline, one, is rushing, but two, like, I've been shot. Like, what? Like, me for real?
Thought about that, but I'm going to hit you with my car, and then after I hit you, I'm going to get out of the car, and then I want to beat you up.
See, that's when you get on your way to glory. Because see, now you adding fuel to the fire. Isaiah, she done shot you in your face. Why you want to hop out the car?
Right.
She ain't gonna do nothing but shoot you.
Because now I want to fight. Now I want to fight.
I'm okay. Why the mug got shot in the face, but he still want to fight? Lord help you.
Now, while the mug is up, I just want to say, why, Shonda, you probably can answer this too because you're a police officer, and but why do mugshot always look rough? I ain't never seen no pretty or no handsome mugshot.
Because my mugshot was
it's not supposed to be cute or pretty, but I mean, most of the time when they catch a lot of these people and do their mugshots, it's just a put you up there, click. You might be looking this way.
Right.
But they're not letting you come ready. You know what I'm saying?
Can you can't even say that because my mugshot was T.
Isaiah, we're gonna have to show your mugshot one day.
My jaw was T, girl. I had a haircut and everything.
We're gonna say, look at his mugshot and look at him now.
Like, I promise y'all, my mugshot was
look
T.
at his mugshot and look at him now. But I just experienced that. Y'all, we gonna open up.
My said, tell us about that. Please tell us about your experience with the road rage child, because I know her and her attitude. She probably was cussing for real.
We're gonna also open up the chat tonight too, y'all, so we can get some of y'all experience. We're gonna see what y'all talking about. Anybody else
watching it? Oh Lord, she said they pulled out a gun and was waving it out the window. Well, what was your gun at, Chad? What did you do? What was it that you did? What you do?
The people always forget to tell what they did.
Nah, she probably was driving too slow.
She probably was driving.
If you want to join in on the chat tonight, hop in the Q box, and then we're gonna chat with y'all. So I pinned the link to. So I'm gonna Isaiah, we're gonna definitely let you talk about the chilling, so we're gonna let you get into that one.
Wait. So we moving on from the road. Like, we want her to explain what she did before we move on. Why somebody pulled the gun out and was waving.
Is she gonna hop in the queue?
Yeah, we're gonna let her hop in the queue before. Yeah, we can let her hop in now.
Go ahead, Evans, and hop in there. So we can hear from your mouth what happened firsthand. What is it?
What y'all got going on? Well, let's move on, and then if she wants to get on there, or any our supporters that want to hop in the chat, we can do that. We'll open up the chat for about 2 minutes. So we're gonna move on. Isaiah, let you talk about it.
Oh yes, so show the picture, Mello. Show my
Let's say
my
RIP
right
to this
here.
beautiful young lady.
Everybody, just have a moment of silence, real quick. So recently, her name is Arlene. I think if I'm saying her name right, spelled Arlana, Arlene. And she passed away because she did suicide on herself from very deep depression. Basically, she typed a message on Instagram not too long ago, a big, very big, huge message on Instagram. Her suicide note, basically saying how
He didn't want to talk to us.
No, let's bring Isaiah back on the screen.
Did he walk in there with you?
No.
Yeah,
take us in a 30-second break, Miller.
She said she put her piece on her.
Take us into one more break, Mello.
Not one. We done took 2 breaks.
One more break.
One more break.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna see your face, Shannon.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to drive.
Hey.
This she gonna text us.
I was not driving slow. Well, I guess I was. We had just pulled out from a red light.
Uh-huh.
And I look in the mirror and I see somebody riding my tail. And before I could get over, he tried to sideswipe me. And then when he came by me, I just looked at him, and then he rolled down his window, spit at my car, and then yes, and then he started waving something out the window, and I was like, okay. So I grabbed my piece and put it in my lap because I was like, if this is what we doing, this is what we gonna do.
Right.
This is what we gonna do. Right.
Baby, first of all, you done spit in my car. I'm gonna follow you home because
that's why I said meet me right here.
Right. Because at this point, what are we doing? We gonna add it out, we're gonna shoot it out, 1 or 2. Because what you're not gonna do is spit at me.
Right. But I did have my daughter in the car, so I was like, okay, we gonna.
You had E?
Not himself.
You had E or the baby?
Yeah, India. E is
at this point, yeah, it's up and stuff. You staying right here, I'll be right back.
But my thing is, my thing is, why do people not have respect when they see that, kids and stuff that's in the car? Like, this world don't even respect nobody at all anymore.
Right.
It's like, why would you even do all of that?
You're right. I don't know.
But what all did you say? I know you probably were saying some words.
Never.
Girl.
I like your nails.
Yeah.
Yes,
You ain't say nothing.
Oh, I mean, I think I was on the phone with my mom, so she was like, "Okay, you need to, somebody just got shot." So she was talking about the young lady that y'all were talking about earlier. So she was like, "You need to slow down, my grandbaby in the car." And so I was like, "Okay."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna shout out to Mama for being the point of reason, because
Yeah.
my mama would have been like, you know what, you know what, we finna follow them. Like, it's about to go down.
That's crazy.
But I'm glad you guys are good. You straight, but you got to be safe out here in these streets because people are going crazy for real, like real for real, and we don't got time for that.
Thank you, Shay,
That's
for
true.
coming on.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
All right. All right.
Y'all,
So
I'm so sorry. My phone did
that
go
is so
out.
nice. We love
That
that.
is so ghetto, y'all. My fan really just went out on me like that. But yes, so my sad little girl from Southern University had really passed away from suicide. Basically said keep your strongest, closest friends close to you. So basically, y'all, just because there's one person in your group of your friends that seem like they're okay, sometimes check on them. It's always nice to check on your friends. Make sure they're okay. Make sure they're good. Mentally check with them, because they might sit there and lie to you and say they okay and they good.
Mm-hmm.
But behind closed doors, they really hurting and crying. You need to make sure they good. So that's why you keep those close friends close to you, the ones that actually check on you.
Mm-hmm.
But you
Sometimes
know
I be about
what?
to knock King out if he don't check on me like that, because girl,
Yeah.
you're not gonna know what I'm going through. Yeah.
When I seen that on Instagram, I really did feel some type of way, because like with me being a college athlete, it's so much things that happen in the college sports and college life period that you never know that really happened. It's so much depression. When I was in college, I went through a depression. You know what I'm saying? So like depression is definitely real, and you never know, because like you said, Shauna, she's a pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? She's pretty, and I'm pretty sure that that she was having the best time of her life,
She
as the
looked
people
good.
thought. But deep down inside, she was going through a lot of things.
Right.
So when I
But
see
what
that,
stood out to
uh,
me the most about her suicide letter is that the fact that she went in depth from like
Her
her up
mom told
from
her.
like a childhood up, how long she's been dealing with like each stage she's dealt with it
yeah,
and how she dealt with it, and it was just like she was basically preparing her own self for her death, and she was like,
She
I'm
said
okay
she wrote
with what I'm
several
about to
notes
do.
too.
Yeah, she was like this letter basically was her saying, I'm okay with what I'm about to do.
mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she didn't feel like no other way was safe for her but out. And
yeah,
she was like, I'm at peace.
yeah,
So I hate that it happened. And I just pray that she got her soul right with God before she did it, or while before she took her last breath. You know what I'm saying? But I just hate at such a young age we have children as well as adults out here that are fighting mental health and nobody seems to care.
mm-hmm.
Like, we all need a mental health break. Like she said, check on your strong friends, not just your strong friends, but your friends in general. We
Yeah.
all need a hug. It could just be a text message to say, hugs, I love you. You
And
never know what that will do and how it will impact someone. You know what I'm saying? Not
Right.
saying that had she not received a message like that from her friend, or maybe if her mom would just called her and been like, what are you doing? Not saying that she would not have went ahead and took her life, because she may have
Right.
answered the phone or whatever, talk to her mom and then did it. When people are at their wits end and on their way out, they do things.
mm-hmm.
She said she was
And
already dead inside, like
right.
completely
So
dead
she had
inside.
been living a nightmare
Yeah.
and putting a smile on her face daily to please
And
everyone around her.
I can tell she was going through it in the the Instagram description of what she said, when she was like, the only person that would stop her is gone. So she's saying her grandfather is gone. You know what I'm saying? That's the one
Right.
person that was gone. So I could imagine that her grandfather was very tight with each other. And
Right.
Yeah,
so
and
Because
it
she
happened
said
a lot
she
too.
said I
When,
wish you was here and told me that what I'm doing right now is stupid and
yeah.
dumb.
right. And it's just sad, but that's when you get to that point, like, just reach out to somebody, like anybody. I don't care who it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was at a point one time at my lowest and I wanted to kill myself, but it was just like, God, I can't do this. But I'm gonna tell y'all honestly, my sister that's in the chat, she was a saving grace. She don't even know it, but she was. Because had she not been at my house that night, I would have been gone.
Oh wow.
I would have been gone. Because I was like, huh?
What happened?
So basically, like it's a lot because the lady that was just on Shay, she's an officer. She works out of DeKalb County. So we actually met in basic training. So with this job, what you sign up for is not what you get. It is a lot of hell, like for real. So basically, I was battling like whether to stay or whether to go. So I had went to church to a women's conference one night with a friend of mine, and my sister, she was just like, she needed a break. She was like, I'm coming to your house. I'm gonna stay the weekend, blah 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 blah. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to this women's conference. She was like, that's fine. I'll be here when you get back. So we get there, and like it was just a lot going on with this pastor, and so it was just all wrong. So she's doing a lot of stuff. So she was like, if you need prayer for strength or this or that, come up. So I went up for strength because I was like, Lord, I need strength. Because right now I'm like basically battling in my head and my mind what to do about my job. Because at this point, I love my job, but I hate the people that I work with. I'm thinking of a way to get out. So, so she walks, the lady, the pastor, she walks up, prophet, she walks up to me and I start hearing this wind like flapping in my face. And I'm just like, what is really going on? So she starts, I look up and she's waving this flag in my face and she's like, the church that you're at, you need to leave because it's not where you need to be. You're not growing there. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. So I'm just like, what is really going on? She was like, I just want to give you a hug. Let me give you a hug. So she gives me a hug. And I'm just like, oh my God, like it's just this feeling that came over me. And I didn't like this feeling. So I stood there for a few more minutes. But when I got back to my seat, I was debating on texting my pastor, which is my uncle. And I'm looking around like, so I text him and I was like, I got to talk to you ASAP. And he responded back. He was like, okay. So when the service was over, this same pastor, she came up to me and she said the same exact thing. The church that you're at, you need to leave. It's not where you need to be. You're not growing. You know what I'm saying? She was just speaking all kind of negative stuff. So I'm just like, okay, so we leave and get to the parking lot, and she comes to the car where I was with the lady that was with me because she went to her church, and she said it again. So I'm like, so on the way back home, all I'm thinking about is killing myself. Like, just, it's just, it was just like, I got to get out of this. There's no way I can get out of this. I'm just tired. I'm done. I'm going to kill myself when I get home. Because mind you, I had totally forgot my sister was at my house. So, so halfway down the road, she calls the young lady.
Well, we're glad she was there.
Right. So she calls the young lady that was in the car with me and she asked her what she preached about at this church. She was like, do you think I was wrong? And I'm thinking like, if you are a woman of God, if the Lord gave you your sermon, you shouldn't be asking nobody if what you did or what you said was wrong because it came from the Lord. The Lord is not going to lead you wrong.
Correct.
Okay, so we get to the house or whatever, and I get out, and she was like, well, I'm gonna leave. So I go in the house, and when I get there, my sister was like, how was the service? And I was like, I don't want to talk about it. And she was like, what you mean you don't want to talk about it? So she already knew that the next day I was going to this other women's conference. I was like, I don't want to go to that women's conference. I don't want to do nothing but stay at home. She was like, no, Shonda, what's going on? What is wrong? So I started, telling her what happened. And she was like, listen, she was like, it wasn't nothing but witchcraft. She was like, because of the church that you're in and the covering that you're under, she was like, you didn't receive that word because it wasn't meant for you. She was just like, that you're not going to take offense to that. She was like, you're not going to take an account to it. All the while, I'm still debating killing myself. So I end up next morning, I go to the little women's conference or whatever. And so the lady calls us up and, I just started praying. And the lady was praying over me, the prophet that was there, she was praying over me. And guys, when I tell y'all, I could literally feel and hear everything that I had been dealing with as far as like killing myself and all the thoughts that I've been having, like literally hitting the ground. I just broke down and started crying because I knew that wasn't Shonda. Like I've never had the thoughts to kill myself, but being on this job and dealing with that, I was really there. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't take the necessary steps as this young lady did and write a letter. But like I said, my sister was my saving grace because had she not been there, I was going to take my duty weapon and kill myself. Like I was gone. I was out this guy. And that's just what I felt. So when it comes down to, like she said, checking on your strong friends or your weak friends, do that daily. You know what I'm saying? Me and my sister and my friends that I have, I may not talk to them 24/7, but I at least send out a message and check on them and be like, I love you, or hugs, or hey boo, what, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure they're okay. Because we all deal with something daily. So for
like Tiffany said, false prophets, I'm just calling it a spade. So
that's what she did. That's what she did. She definitely did. Kudos to her with her foolish self, because
we like Tiffany. We like Tiffany that had the talk show. You know what I'm saying?
I told her to click the link. She don't want to click the link now. She want to put my business out about shop sauce because her wig ain't on. She need to click the link, Tiffany. Click the link, Tiffany, so that you can come over here and say what you need to say. Because she got a lot to say.
Yeah, so we opening up the talk show.
Anybody that's watching,
let's talk.
Feel free to come on, say hey, say whatever y'all want to say.
Yes, we are opening up the floor to the let's talk. We'll do opening up the floor for about 2 minutes.
Y'all talking about that, it's bringing tears to my eyes.
I'm over here silent because I'm over here thinking about all this. Like, wow.
Yeah, because you was dealing with some mental health issues, and stuff like that. Don't let it take control of you. You got it. You got this.
Mm-hmm.
We love you. Sending a hug, sending hugs.
I just stay quiet. Girl, I just stay quiet and just
don't stay quiet. Child. You better talk to yourself. Cause I definitely.
Well, see, that's the thing though. We can't stay quiet, and I used to struggle about that too. You know what I'm saying? That's like me. That's why I cut people off so easily, because of situations that I don't want to be in and stuff. So
listen, I talk to myself in the bathroom. Like, that's my secret place. Where if I just go in there. I be doing anything in that bathroom. I be talking to myself. And do I answer you right? I sure do. I don't care nothing about it. Don't care nothing about it at all. I talk to myself. So I guess don't nobody want to talk to us tonight. Nobody wants to click the link.
Well, you guys, we're gonna end the show. All right.
No, not yet.
I'm dead.
Dang. Well, y'all, we'll be live next week again, same time, same place, with new topics. So if you have something that you want to hear us discuss, send it to one of us. If you're one of my friends or family members, comment, click the link, share your post, whatever, so that we can talk about your discussions or the topics that you want to hear about. Let us know, because we open to it. The best talk show on YouTube right now is us. Look at it.
Right.
And you already know it.
And if you want to and then also if you want to donate to the Rashid Allman TV, just put in that $sign Tumblr _King1. Yeah.
Definitely. Because when we get on the real big screen, we want y'all to come. We're gonna be like, you know what? This my sister. We're gonna bring all y'all on the show y'all love everything. Like, y'all want to see us on the big screen, don't you?
And y'all already know. We coming to the studio.
Don't forget to comment though, for real, and let us know what y'all would love for us to discuss next week or any of our upcoming live shows. Every Tuesday at 7:15, 7:20.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here.
Don't meet us in the beer. You heard it best from Shonda, Isaiah, and myself. This is the Let's Talk Show. We care, we listen, and we try best to get guys out. Bye.
Peace out.